A lady in Texas has been scammed out of over $600,000 by a Florida man, and he was Elon Musk. This story's wild. Wait till you hear it. Yeah, welcome back to the channel, everybody. That's right. This story is a cautionary tale for all of you that use the internet, Facebook, anything to do business, to invest, to buy inventory, whatever it is. This isn't just for resellers or reselling business-minded people. This is for anybody, but it gets crazy. So the story goes like this. There's a young lady, and unfortunately by young lady, I mean a 70-year-old elderly woman in Texas. I don't remember exactly the town that she was in Texas, but she met a guy, a gentleman here in Florida. Go ahead, insert your best Florida man comments in the comments section from a town called Bradenton. It's about an hour and 15 south of me between Tampa and Sarasota. Nice town, but unfortunately the waterfront's nice. They have a notorious part of Bradenton that is full of, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, pillheads, meth heads, and scammers. Like people that do check fraud, people that are just trying to get money any way they can to usually satisfy their drug addictions. I don't know that that's the case here. This seems a little deeper. But this gentleman meets this lady on Facebook, and he tells her he is Elon Musk. Not even kidding. The billionaire owner of Tesla and Twitter, X, and former owner of PayPal. He claims that he is Elon and that he is getting people to invest in his next business venture, that she needs to invest money and she will in return earn $55 million in profit. Now, many of you watching this video automatically can identify the 300 red flags with this story, right? Some of you cannot, and unfortunately that's the audience that they target. If you're watching this video and you're somebody who's maybe fallen for some of those links where it says, you know, I'm Bill Gates and I'm giving away my fortune. If you share this, you'll get $5,000. This is all fake, you guys. All of it. If you have to click a link or share something or a billionaire is giving away money, it's fake. Bar none, you got to be able to identify this stuff. But going a step further, if somebody reaches out to you on Facebook and starts getting you to send them money, you're being scammed. Like there is no time you should be giving money to somebody, especially large sums of money or even reasonable sums of money, hundreds of dollars. This was 600 grand, which is nuts. Unless you're meeting them in person, unless you have a contract, a business deal, you know who you're dealing with. And not just because they say they're a friend of your family members. That doesn't mean jack. Let me meet you. Let me meet you and my family member and confirm you are who you are. There are just too many red flags with that. Second, somebody's claiming to be Elon Musk meeting random people on the internet. It's not happening, guys. It's just not happening. Third, the guy with the most money in the world needs you to invest what essentially is pennies to him. 600 grand is chump change to Elon Musk, right? He blows up rockets worth $600 million. Why would he need you, a 70-year-old lady in Texas, to give him 600 grand to invest in a business venture? Does any of that make sense? Are we following what I'm getting at here? None of this makes sense, and any one of these things could have tipped her off to this not being real. You're going to get $55 million in return on 600 grand. That wouldn't happen in 100 lifetimes. Bernie Madoff didn't promise those sort of returns on investment, right? Again, a red flag. There's just too many things out there, too many people trying to scam. And you got to be able to identify these red tags. Be very, very careful. Also, if you have elderly parents, if you have elderly family or friends, please keep an eye on them and their social media usage and their internet usage. Sadly, it's a part of the world. We have a lot of people who are out to scam people. There are scammers on platforms like live showing, auction shows that scam 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, smart people that get scammed. If people are out there targeting your elderly mom or grandmom, it's just not only disgusting, it's super easy for them to do it because unfortunately when these people start having, Alzheimer's or dementia, or they start getting up in age and they start losing their mental faculties to the point where they're not as sharp as they once were, right? It's just a sad part of reality in life of getting old. And I'm not saying there aren't some super smart old people, because there certainly are. My grandmother's in her late 80s and she is smarter than I am probably. I'll put a picture of Granny up there. It's my dad's mom. And she wouldn't get fooled by any of this. But I can tell you, several years ago, there was a scam going around where the scammers would call elderly people's phone numbers and they would tell them that their grandchildren were in jail in like Canada or Puerto Rico or wherever, and they needed bail money. I had no access to a phone or money, and that they needed to send, you know, a couple $1,000 to bail me out. Well, thankfully my grandmother got that call, and she passed that along to my aunt and I think to my mom, who, of course, thank God, like sometimes I call them not as smart, but they had the wherewithal to call me, and I picked up my phone and I said, hello. And they said, you're not in jail? And I'm like, no. And they were like, you're not in Canada in jail? I'm like, does it sound like I'm in Canada in jail? I'm on my phone talking to you from my living room in Florida. And they were like, oh, well, how did you get out of jail? I'm like, let's start over. Let's start at the beginning. And they told me, and I'm like, guys, this is a scam. Like, this took 2 seconds to figure out is a scam. And if that ever happens, clearly call the person, call me, right? So there's a lot of ways to call these scammers out and catch them. There's a lot of great YouTube videos. If you watch them, they are about guys that actually reverse the scams on these people. They go after the scammers. They're fantastic. They catch them on the internet. They catch them on the phone. There was a girl who actually saw an old lady depositing big sums of money into a Bitcoin ATM and talking to a scammer on the phone. She called the police. They showed up and put a stop to it. That was great. There's a lot of people that do good and really do, but there's a lot of, you know, bad apples out there trying to take you. And this is just one of them. 600 grand from one lady. Who knows how much of the money he has left. Actually, there's a little bit of body cam footage. Let me show you the body cam footage real quick.
Real quick, if you want to do anything. What's your name? Yeah. How do you pronounce your last name? Moynihan. Okay. You have an arrest warrant for your arrest?
For what? I'll let you, we'll go through that in a second, right?
For what? Victor.
Victor Can. We're gonna just sit you down on the porch, right?
Grand theft of what?
What's that?
Grand theft of what?
I'm not the one that wrote the warrant. When the detective comes out here, he'll explain it for you. Let's see it. Watch your leg. Good? You good? Yes, sir.
So there is our example of the bad apple. Again, put your favorite Florida man comment, Florida man joke down in the comment section, because they exist. And he, from what it looks like, that house and that neighborhood, he's probably in that area of Bradenton that's notorious for being full of scammers and check frauds and all this. They did a story on it. They like circled this area of Bradenton. It was like there was 800 cases of check fraud and 900 cases of meth arrests. And it's just a bad area, right? You just, I drive right on by it to the waterfront. So a lot of great areas in Bradenton, Anna Maria Island, Google it up. But that's the story, 600 grand from somebody claiming to be Elon Musk from Bradenton, Florida. How crazy, right? Be safe out there, y'all. And don't fall for these scams. Also, Black Friday is in just a couple days. Make sure you get your eBay stores ready. If you need help, email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. I do reviews for 1 week, 2 week, or 4 weeks. I'll set you up on that. You probably just need 1 week to get ready for the sale. I'll have it ready for you immediately. I do all the reviews within 24 hours of payment, usually within 12 hours. We get started, we get rolling. And if you'd rather, you can also grab the training bundle for 2025, full of videos, full of guides, full of bolos, full of sourcing lists, sourcing guides, sourcing locations, all of that. And you can throw on a review for 20 bucks if you grab the bundle. So I'll link the bundle below. If you want that and you want to add an add-on review, you can do that. If you just want the store review and not the bundle, email me directly, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Enjoy your Tuesday afternoon, everybody. And until next time, I have a really great eBay video on running sales and coupons. Check that out later tonight. I'll get that up immediately. But until next time, have a wonderful afternoon and evening, and I'll see you later.